Hey now, what's up guys? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got done watching Sharknado 3. Oh hell nah. Literally, that's what it's called. This is a 2015 horror film that premiered on the Sci-Fi Network. Obviously, it's the third Sharknado. So to say where my expectations were as far as going into this movie, hell, some people might be saying, why do you even bother watching some of these horrible things, or things that you know going in are probably going to be horrible? Because why not? Because sometimes you do like to A, give something the benefit of the doubt, and B, sometimes you want to just watch something that's dumb or mindless, or there's not really a whole lot to it. It's just a lot of blood, guts, and gore and fun. And you know what? Sharknado 3 is just that. It's a lot of blood, guts, gore, and it's fun. You could tell at the very beginning of the movie where they do the James Bond-like intro, where you see the guy with the chainsaw throwing at the screen, the blood coming down. That was cool. That was cool. You see Ian Ziering, of course the main character, Finn, who at the very beginning he is getting honored by the president by getting this Medal of Honor. Of course, he saved whatever city he happened to be in from a Sharknado attack twice by this point, so you're damn right the president should be honoring this fucking guy. But when you see who the president is, Mark Cuban. But why? I don't know. But it does not take long before the shark attacks happen, before the Sharknado happens, before the action happens, and you get into it. You do. You just see them. I will say that the special effects is better. The CGI is better. It's not great. It's not flawless. But it's a hell of a lot better than it was for the first two movies. I'll give it that. And again, it's more chaos. It's more over the top. This time, there's multiple tornadoes of sharks flowing around in different cities. So it's everywhere. It's chaos everywhere. Tara Reid is back as the wife of Ian Ziering. She's now pregnant. So there's that. I did find it highly amusing because they've gone through an interesting transition, I guess, with her character. And trust me, I mean, I'm not saying that there's a lot of depth to her character. But in the first movie, she was a bitch. She was annoying. I hated her. The second movie, they tried to make her more likable and a badass. This movie, because she's pregnant, or at least the character, she can't do much. She's limited, but there was one scene where, because her hand was bitten off in the last film, she has like a fake hand, but then whenever she wants, she could switch it to like a bone saw, and she literally can kill or slice open sharks whenever she wants. And there's one scene where there's a lifeguard in the pool trying to save somebody from a shark, and then he is about to get eaten by a shark, and she literally changes her hand into a saw, and I just busted out laughing. There's plenty of points like that in this movie where you do laugh out loud. Some moments where like bad shit happens to people and you laugh, but then you stop and go, was I supposed to laugh at that? Like, I won't spoil who the character is, but there's this one character who is just, he's trying to make it to this one destination, but his leg gets bitten off by a shark, his arm gets bitten off by a shark. Every limb that he has left is getting eaten by sharks as he's trying to reach for something, and I could not help but laugh. In any event, let's talk about some of the cameos that this movie has, because the second movie sort of became that. It started this franchise to do crazy cameos, and it's almost like a who's who in the D list of celebrities. So let's talk about it. Mark McGrath is back in this movie. Lou Ferrigno Maria Menounos, Frankie Muniz. What happened to that kid? Bo Derek plays Tara Reid's mom. Wow, what was I don't think I've heard the name Bo Derek since 1994. Jerry Springer, in honestly the most useless cameo I think I've ever seen ever. It's so quick, it's so short, it's so pointless. David Hasselhoff, at least he plays a bigger character. He plays Ian Ziering's father. So I liked him in the movie. He was fine. Matt Lauer is back doing his Today Show stuff, him and Al Roker. That was fine. But then Kathy Lee and Hoda show up. Holy fuck, I can't think of any two more annoying bitches in my life. I'm sorry, I try not to talk like that about women. I try not to use words like that. But holy fuck, I hate them. I hate them. Hate is also another word I try not to use. But fuck them. They're so annoying, just utterly annoying. I don't know how anybody watches their TV show. How? And they're just as annoying in this part. At least it's quick and it's short. I was hoping to see them get killed and ripped apart by sharks. Oh well. Chris Jericho is in this movie. If anybody is a fan of wrestling, yes, Chris Jericho is here, and I liked him in the movie. Maybe I'm biased, but you know, he was fine. But let's talk about a certain character that I have stated in my past review of the first movie. I said that she was my favorite character in this whole series. Nova is back, or should I say Supernova. Nova came back with a vengeance. She was a badass. I loved it. Even her introduction when she comes in with the mask and the chainsaw and the weapons, and she just, for some reason, I got a very female Casey Jones type vibe when her entrance. But she was a badass. She says she's been doing this ever since basically the first movie. She's been going around stopping these storms. I like everything about this girl. I don't know if it's because her character is such a badass or it's because she's so fucking hot. She is. I can't say anything else about her, but she's hot. I will say that as fun as the movie is, obviously, it's not a good movie, but they're not meant to be good movies, so don't expect something like that. But it is fun. It is something that I mean, if you've seen the first two, why the fuck not? Why wouldn't you watch this third movie? But my thing is, towards the end, I started to get, is disinterested the right word? Or if I just thought it started to literally jump the shark. I know, I had to do it. But these characters literally have to go into space by the end of the movie. Space! Sharks in space. That happens in this movie. Wow. Wow. And then the very end of the film, they do this whole thing where they put a character's life in our hands. Like, the movie ends with a cliffhanger, and then we have to go on Twitter or the website to vote on whether or not this particular character will live or die. And sure, you could say that that's socially interactive and that gets the fans involved. I don't think it's the first movie or TV show to do something like that, of course. But it was weird. It was very weird. I don't know if it was more weird because they're leaving the fate of a character in our hands, or it's confirming that there is going to be a Sharknado 4, in case anyone wanted that and gave a shit. We're going to get it. So, anyways, guys, again, if you're not interested in these movies, I don't blame you. Don't watch it. If you're not going to be open-minded, or if you don't like watching really cheesy, bad-acted movies, this isn't for you. But if you have seen the first two, or if you do just want to sit down with your friends and have fun and laugh and just who gives a fuck, I'll definitely recommend Sharknado 3. Oh, hell nah. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.